I'm back. My phone rang and it cut the video off. I didn't intend for it to be so cut off so abruptly. So I guess until I get my video software to splice things together, I'm gonna just call this part 2. So it makes no difference really, because with the brain, I switch back and forth from different kind of subjects all the time. But I believe I was talking about my closet. And yeah, definitely I have way too much. The fatigue that I feel, I might get rid of 3 things and I'm just so exhausted. There's a difference for sure between being tired and fatigue. Just taking a shower or a bath, actually. I do this bath shower thing. It'll knock me down for a good 3 hours. And like I said, it's 7 months still happening. And I have all these exercises to do with my eyes, because I feel drunk all the time. My eyes are like doing these swirlies, and sometimes I'll just have a glass of wine or a beer, because what the heck, I feel drunk all the time anyways. And it's a little bit of, what I used to do. I was not a lush in any way, did not drink. I did smoke, and I had stopped smoking about probably 3 weeks before the stroke, and I started smoking when I was 21, and I had smoked on and off for all this time, and I'm 49. So sometimes I'll have dreams that I take this drag of this cigarette and it's like, oh, I'm so normal. But I know I can't have the cigarettes. They say with it building up plaque and could cause blood clots. I was not on any of those medications that would have caused blood clots. So the cerebellum is the little brain, they call it. So then a lot of people have their stroke on either side of the big brain. And the cerebellum is down here. And I was at work and I felt, when you're sitting at your desk and your muscles are just all tight, that's what I thought it was. I just felt it, and I was reading the report, I ran the report, starting to go through the Excel spreadsheet to divvy out the data. But anyways, I pushed on it, and immediately the room started spinning. And I felt so sick, and I just put my head down, and then I felt like, oh, I should just lay down. So I laid down, and all of a sudden I'm throwing up. So I knew, man, if I pass out, I don't want to pass out and throw up. So then I would move over each time, and it happened 3 times, to where I was able to finally will myself to grab my phone. I didn't know that my right side was going bad, because when I went to go lay down, I was going to take my phone with me, and it didn't come. So finally, I was able to just will myself to get my phone, and I told it to call Brad. That's my boss. And him and his wife, the other owner, they came to the office, and calling 911 was not even an option for me. I just wanted to call somebody I knew was close. And they talked to me the whole time they were driving, and they were there lickety split, and at least that's what it felt like. And then soon as Cherry looked at me, she's like, "That's stroke." And thank God she did, because they called the ambulance. I couldn't walk at all, and there's no way that they would have been able to carry all my weight, and there's 30 stairs to get up to the office, 30 steps. So the ambulance driver even said, if I didn't know any better, I would think that you're going through withdrawals from drugs. So apparently and I know now that stroke is misdiagnosed a lot of times. So if I would have called 911 on my own, I did not know what was happening to me. I had heard of the word stroke. I didn't know what it was. I mean, until I was able to see the phone and read up on what the heck a stroke is. And then on Facebook, I've gotten into groups, support groups, because we're in this pandemic. So it's not like I can be driven to a place that has support groups so we can all figure things out. But now I'm on 11 different pills. I have one of those organizers with the days, AM, PM. But I digress. I was taken to ICU after they did a scan. Finally figured out that I had a blockage and that I was having a stroke, because they still in the emergency room didn't know. And thankfully Brad was there until he called my son, and my son was on his way. He lives like an hour away. So they just kept asking, what kind of drugs is she on? But anyways, there was 5 days in ICU, and then 20 days in a regular hospital room. So obviously I can't work. I lost my job. I mean, if I could work, he would take me back. I don't know what the capacity and the pay frame that I was at, but they still call and they care about me, and that's nice. And I definitely attribute the fact that I don't have my entire right side dead, I guess, is because Cherry and Brad were there, and this happened at work. And quite frankly, I think I might have been alone for only like 45 minutes. And I was in the ambulance by, like an hour and a half. So I'm thankful for that it didn't happen in my sleep, and that, it had been hours and hours. But more to come, I guess. This is my first time talking about all this to everybody. So I will see y'all later.